So it's really, really good to have you here. Thank you very much for giving up your time. I have to tell you, I have a really exciting 45 minutes to share with you. So thank you for blocking off a bit of your day to join me. I do understand, I know I say this often, but I do understand how busy you are, so I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's jump in straight away, okay? Hope you've got your coffee and a piece of paper to make some notes, and let's begin. Now, this presentation is titled How to Create Breathtakingly Beautiful and Gorgeous Web Pages with Just a Few Clicks to Build Your List and Make You Sales. That's what we're going to be going through. So in the next 45 minutes, this is the plan. This is what we're about to do together, you and I, okay? I'm going to show you how to create dazzling looking web pages that you will be proud to show off to the world with, and that convert like crazy. And when I say convert, if it's a sales page, they'll make sales. If it's a landing page, they will start to build your list. If it's a webinar registration page, they will allow people to register for your webinar. So I'll show you how to create these pages. I'm also going to share with you how to save a ton of time and create these web pages quickly without any headaches or any hassles, which is always a good thing. And you're going to discover how to create landing pages, or squeeze pages as they're also known, sales pages, product launch pages. Maybe you've never done a product launch, and that's fine, but maybe you'd like to know this could be something you could be doing in 2015. We'll go through how to do that. Webinar pages, lots more different types of pages as well, all with zero stress. So how are we going to do all this? Let me introduce you to my secret #1 online tool. Actually, it's not that much of a secret. I've talked about it many, many times because it's just such an amazing piece of kit. And it is lead pages. And that's really what we're going to be spending most of today's presentation talking about, lead pages. Now, let's just define the obvious question. What is lead pages? You may know, you may already have lead pages, but if you don't, let me quickly explain why you need to know what lead pages is, because when used correctly, it will save you so much time. It will build your list faster. It really will become your #1 online tool as well, because lead pages allows us quite simply to create all sorts of web pages, from landing pages to sales pages to webinar registration pages to thank you pages to product launch pages to sold out pages to Facebook pages. The list goes on and on and on. All the pages are mobile friendly as well, so they will look great on an iPhone or an Android or a tablet, as well as, of course, looking good on a laptop and a desktop. Lead pages also comes with free hosting, so we don't even need to have our own domain name. Now, we can, if we want, and I'll show you how to do that a bit later in this presentation, but we don't have to. So it really does save us a lot of time and money. So what I want to do is I want to show you exactly how lead pages works, and I really want to flag up that you right now watching this webinar are in the right place if you just want to save time and if you want to create web pages fast. If that's you, you really want to kind of execute and deploy quickly, you're in the right place right now. You're also in the right place if you're not a designer, but you still want your web pages to look beautiful. This is exactly the challenge I had when I began. I knew what I wanted my pages to look like, but I didn't want to spend days, weeks, sometimes months, tinkering with colors and fonts and sizes. I wanted it all done for me without having to learn the skills myself. And you're also in the right place if you want to build your list quickly. I always talk about the power of building your list, because that is the cornerstone to having a successful web business, having a list of people that are interested in whatever your subject matter is. And if you want to convert some of those, you'll never convert all of them to paying customers, but you certainly can convert some of them, and that's what we're going to go through in this presentation as well. So let me also just quickly check, if you could just let me know in the questions area, how is the volume, how is my speed? I like to kind of move relatively quickly, but I don't want to leave anyone left behind. So let me just quickly check in. Chris is saying fine. Okay, this is Daniel. Yes, fine, great. Betty, thank you, Betty. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Juan, Josephine, Rob. Okay, Wendy, thank you. So we're at 5 minutes past the hour. Terrific. So let's carry on. Let me just quickly, I want to kind of start from the end and work backwards. I'm going to reverse engineer this presentation. I want to just show you some examples of some types of pages that we are going to create. I've already prepared some of these ahead of this presentation just to save a bit of time. So let me just show you an example here. In fact, can I just quickly check, can you see my screen right now? Can you see this webinar registration page right now? I just want to make, Chris is saying yes, Barbara saying yes. Fabulous, thank you. So you might recognize this because this was the actual page that I used for this presentation that you are on right now. So this actual webinar registration page I created, and I kid ye not, it took me about, 15 minutes to create, and most of that was spent on what the wording was going to be, what the copy was going to be. But this was created inside Lead Pages, and it just looks, some web pages just, it's almost a pleasure to see them because they just look nice. The colors and the font and like the rounded corners, just the real subtleties that when you put them all together create beautiful web pages. That's what I love about Lead Pages. It's just formatted to perfection. So this is an example of a page that I'll show you how to create in a few moments' time. Just a few quick examples here as well. This is another lead page. One of my products is called 4-Week Fast Track, and I had a product launch for that. Don't worry if you're not too sure exactly what a product launch is. We'll talk about that a bit later. The point is, look at this page. Just looks clean, doesn't it? And uncluttered and easy on the eye. Again, in Lead Pages. Here's another example. Now, this is amazing. Check out this page here. I think I might just need to refresh this so we're seeing the latest version of it. But this page here, can you see the moving background? This really converts well because it's just so exciting to look at. And we can put whatever video background we want in the background. But again, it's just a real modern way of building our list. We can create this in Lead Pages. I'll show you two more examples very, very quickly. Here's, that's a very unfortunate freeze frame of me on the video there. It looks like I'm sucking on a lemon or something. This is another webinar that I hosted recently, and this is the registration page, again, created in Lead Pages. And one more example very quickly here. This is just, this is an affiliate site. It could be anything really if you wanted to promote something. But just look how clean it is, how easy on the eye, how it's quite effortless to consume the content and the information. So, just a few examples that I wanted to share with you of what we will be able to create, what we're going to create during this presentation. Now, the plan is as follows. What we're about to do is we are going to go and create some beautiful pages live in this presentation right now. In fact, over the next 45 minutes, I would encourage you to watch over my shoulder, if you like, as I am going to create a squeeze page. I'm also going to create a thank you page. And time permitting, I think we can do all three. I'm going to create a webinar page, maybe a sales page. You can be you can choose. I'll let you choose. So that's the plan. So this is really, if you like, going to be a live demo of how Lead Pages works. So in a second, I'm going to log into my Lead Pages account. I do have quite a lot to share with you in this presentation. I am going to be detailed, but I'm also going to try and zip through this in as quick a time as I can, just so you can see how fast and easy it is to create and execute and deploy these web pages. Can I also just quickly mention, at any time, there are step-by-step tutorials, live chat, email support, even phone support, all within Lead Pages itself. So if you miss something, I will gladly answer your question at the end of this presentation, but please just be rest assured that you have complete support within Lead Pages if you have a particular specific question. So, shall we do that? Shall we log into my Lead Pages account right now, and shall we go and create some pages live in real time? Because really, ladies and gentlemen, this is not something that has to take months before you have a page online. This really, if you are, super focused, we could have you having a squeeze page online to build a list and start building your list. I'll come on to how to get that traffic in a few hours from now. It does not have to be complicated. I'm always amazed at how many people like to overcomplicate this process. There really is no need. So, great, says Chris. Let's do it, says Steve. Okay, so I'm keeping one eye on the time here as well, because I want to try and keep this to 45 minutes. We're at 10 minutes in. So, here we are at Google, and let's go to leadpages.net. It's not .com, it's .net, leadpages.net. So here we are at leadpages.net, and I'm going to log into my account straight away. And there we go. I'm just logging into my account, and boom, we are in. Okay, so let me make this screen a little bit larger for you, just so we can see this in a bit more detail. Now, the first thing to note is as soon as we log in, all the templates that are available for us to use are presented to us on the dashboard. And if I scroll down here, you'll see that they just look beautiful. Now, I appreciate we can't see them in that much detail because I am scrolling down and we're watching a webinar, but I'm sure you can get the general feel, and we'll look at some of these in detail in a few moments' time. I'm sure you can get the general feel of kind of how they just look and how clean and how classy and uncluttered and how contemporary and how Web 3.0 as it's known that they are. They're just beautiful. More importantly, really, than how they look, although of course that is important, is that they convert. And that means that if we choose a sales page, it will make you sales because they have tested these sales pages relentlessly. If we use a squeeze page, it will get us sign-ups because it's been tested relentlessly. Something that's quite exclusive about lead pages, let me go back to the top here, is they also show all the pages. They can be ranked by conversion rate. So if I click on this little window up here for conversion rate, it will now show me the top converting templates in converting order, which is something that's unique to lead pages. Now, lead pages comes with dozens upon dozens of templates, and they are always adding new templates. Pretty much every week there's always an email I see about a new template that's been added. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to show you how to create a template. So let's choose a squeeze page. At the top here we've got all the templates, and let me just see if I can grab my pen. Actually, I don't need my pen for now. But we can see that all the templates are shown. Then they're broken down into separate categories. We've got sales pages, webinar pages, upsell pages, thank you pages, launch pages, other pages. Let's go to opt-in. I want to show you the opt-in templates. And here are the various squeeze pages. And you may well recognize some of these. They can be completely customized, and we're going to do that. I'm going to choose a nice simple one. I'm going to choose, which one should I choose? Tell me which one you want me to choose, and we'll go and create that. And I'll quickly look in the questions here. And Keith is saying the one with the girl. I knew you'd say that, Keith. Okay, that sounds good. So this one here is the one I think you mean. This is the basic squeeze page. So all we do is we simply click on the template that we want, and it will populate on our screen. And then we can customize it. It's unbelievable. Now, let me just quickly check. Can you now see the picture of this girl on my computer monitor? Just want to make sure that you can see this. Yes, 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 you bet. Yes, okay, fabulous. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a few minutes literally just customizing this. I want to show you exactly how this works. There are a few things that we need to do. So the first thing we want to do is we want to name this page. So I'm just going to click on page name at the top here, and I'm just going to call this Chris Test 1. If my computer is going to work. Okay, let's do that again. Chris Test 1. Okay, I've just saved this page now. So the thing that is amazing about lead pages, and this is where the time-saving element comes in, is that every component is editable and customizable. So, for example, here at the very top here, there's this little lead pages logo. Can you see this at the top here? Let's imagine I want to change that. I simply click on the image. I click on the options link that appears, and I can now add an image. All I need to do is choose an image that I have on my computer at home, or choose an image that comes with lead pages and upload it into my lead pages account, then add it to my page. I've already added lots of images because I've used lead pages often. So let me just find an image that might be nice here. Let me choose one for my membership site. Here we go. So I've just chosen it's good grammar, just chosen an image here. Let me click on done. Now, check this out. How cool is that? That's it. I've now got a nice image just above this area for the opt-in box. Perfect. Let's change this headline. I've actually written a bit of copy before this presentation just to save a bit of time. So all we need to do is any element that we want to edit, we click on it so it's highlighted, and we simply put our mouse over what we want to delete. So I'm going to delete what it says here. Free report reveals the 5 tools I use to create all my videos, and let's replace it with boom. I've just written here, attention, at last discover how to get started with Facebook ads without any headaches or hassle. So imagine I had a product about Facebook ads. So there we go. There is my headline. I could do exactly the same to this piece of copy here. Just click on it, make the changes. I can, if I don't want something to show, so for example at the very bottom here it says legal information copyright 2013. So this is the date's 2 years out here. Let's imagine we don't even want that to show. We don't have to particularly. So I'm going to click, and I'm just going to click hide. Boom. So I'm now making it a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. Now, we can change the background image. This background image is quite nice. I have seen this used a few times online, though. Not that there's really anything wrong with that, but maybe we want our own background image. How do we do that? We simply click on the image, or on the left-hand side here. Can you see on the left-hand side here where it says image? It's all very, very simple and step-by-step. We click on the little icon to make a change. Again, we click on options, and again, we're presented with, in this case, various images that we have. So let's quickly choose an image that I've got on my computer here at home that might look nice. Let me choose. This might look good. Well, we'll see. This is the New York skyline at night. Boom! Well, it's a nice picture, but it doesn't quite look right to me for some reason. I think it's because the image is taken through a fisheye lens, so it looks a little bit odd. Although, doesn't New York look breathtaking at night? Isn't it one of the best cities in the world? But let's change that. I imagine I don't like that, so I'm going to go back into my background image, back into options. Let's try and find another image. Here we go. Tower Bridge in my home city of London. Now that's not looking bad, is it? That's looking pretty impressive. I'm still not 100% happy with that image. I'll just quick look for one more. Again, we could spend 10 minutes just looking at images, and I'm obviously not going to. But let's see if I've got one more image here that might be possibly a little bit better. Here's another image of London skyline. Okay, that looks nice. Yeah, that's fine for now. My point is, though, can you see how very, very quickly, look, we're 18 minutes into this presentation. Already we almost have a landing page created, so it looks beautiful. One thing I would say is that the button here, the download the report button, it's slightly lost because it's quite a dark color. So let's change the color of the background so that pops a bit more. So again, just with everything in Lead Pages that we want to change, we click on the particular component. Let me click on the button. Let me click on options. Oops, nope, sorry, that was wrong. I need to click on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side where it says styles. Here we go. Now I need to choose the button background color. And if I just choose this to be maybe an orange color, there we go. Kind of matches the colors of Chris Farrell membership as well. So that kind of looks, it pops a little bit more. So for now, let's imagine that I'm happy with how this page looks. Do you know what? The more I think about it, I think I actually do prefer the Tower Bridge background. So I am actually going to change the image again. But the great thing about Lead Pages, it takes, quite literally seconds. There we go. I think I actually do prefer that one now. So I'm happy with this page. Perfect. Now what we need to do, because this is a squeeze page, we're building our list. We now need to configure this with our autoresponder. So who do you use for your autoresponder? You might use Aweber, you might use Entreport, you might use Infusionsoft, you might use MailChimp. You may not have an autoresponder yet. It doesn't matter. But what we have to do is we simply have to tell our lead page that when somebody eventually comes to our page, and they will in a few minutes' time, when they sign up, we want them added to our list, and our list is here, wherever here is. So let me quickly show you how to do that. I'm just going to go to Aweber. In my case, I have a few different autoresponder accounts. I use Aweber and I use Infusionsoft, and I use one called Entreport as well. But Aweber is certainly the easiest to get started with. So I'm going to log into Aweber, and Aweber works perfectly fine. And in Aweber, I've got lots of different lists, and here's a list, CFM landing. So I've actually already got a list created in Aweber. Perfect. If you don't have a list, all you do is you simply click where it says create list, name your list, that's it. And then when leads get added at your squeeze page, they will automatically go into this list. But because I've got a list that I'm going to use for this demonstration, that's fine. So remember CFM landing. That's all we need to do. Let's go back to Lead Pages. And now let me click on the opt-in form itself. And now it says here, click to edit the opt-in form. And all we need to do now is make sure that this is now speaking to Aweber. So we're creating the squeeze page in Lead Pages, and we're now configuring it so that when somebody signs up, they'll get added to this particular list, CFM landing in my case, in Aweber. So it's very, very simple. It says at the top, integrate with, in my case, Aweber. And I have a few other services as well, as I mentioned, but I'm going to use Aweber for this demonstration. And all I want to do now is click here and look for CFM landing was the name of my list. So all my lists here are listed in Lead Pages. Did I miss it? CFM landing. There we go. CFM landing. There it is. So I'm going to click on that. I'm now going to click on customize this form. And now all that happens is we've just created the squeeze page. And now we get an option if we want to just to kind of make this opt-in button, this opt-in area that will appear when somebody wants to sign up. We can customize this. We can make this look as pretty as we want. Now, one thing I would say about this bit here within Webpages is sometimes it can take a minute or two to speak to Aweber, to speak to whoever you're using for your autoresponder. And you can see here the form fields, this is kind of chugging along, and this can take, as I say, a couple of minutes. So I need to let this finish before we can continue to configure this opt-in area. So let's wait and do that. While that is chugging along, I'll come back to that in a second. Oh, there we go. It's done. Perfect. So now we have linked up Aweber with our lead page. Now I can customize this page here, this pop-in area, exactly the same as the lead page. So here it says opt in to get our list growth mind map. That's just a bit of copy that comes with lead pages. Let's change that. I'm going to change that with to the copy that I wrote earlier. So I'm literally highlighting the text that is there, deleting it, and pasting in the copy that I wrote. Perfect. So there we go. I can change this image if I want to. Let me click OK. I can change this image. I just click on the image, and again, all my various images are shown. Let's just choose an image that might kind of put. I always like to kind of put a bit of personality with images. So there's a quick picture of me with one of my dogs at home. That's okay. Okay, we're almost there. Now we can change as much of this as we like. One thing I do want to mention is the thank you page. Now what I mean by that is when somebody signs up at our squeeze page that we're creating, we can here where it says thank you page, then say to lead pages, hey, when somebody signs up, send them here. So if I click on here, I can put a thank you page in here. Now, I haven't created a thank you page at the moment. In a second, why don't we go and do that? In lead pages, I will go and create a thank you page. Then we'll come back to our squeeze page and put the link of the thank you page in here. But for now, because it isn't created, obviously I can't add it. So we will come back to that for now. I'm just going to click save. And, ladies and gentlemen, our page is now ready to share with the whole world. Admittedly, we do have to come back in a second and add the thank you page, and we will. We'll do that in a couple of moments' time. So, once we've created our page, one of the magical elements of lead pages is all we need to do to publish it, to get it online, is simply click on the publish button in the top right-hand corner. This window will be presented to us, and we are being presented with some options. We can either use, you remember me saying we can either use the lead pages hosting that automatically comes with your account when you create a lead pages account, or we can download what we've created and put it on our own domain name if we want, or we can link it to Facebook. Now for some reason I don't think that the page name is saved. Let me just check that this saved. Chris 2. I just noticed I thought it did save, but maybe it didn't. Okay, it has saved now. Perfect. So now if I click on View Page, here is my page, live online. Isn't this looking great? And if I click on Download the report, this little opt-in box will appear. If somebody types in their email address and they click on the button, they'll get added to my list in Aweber. And what would then happen is they get sent to the thank you page. But because we haven't created that thank you page yet, at the moment, they'll get sent to a default thank you page. Well, let me show you. Let me click on the button, and you'll see that a default thank you page will be shown. Oh, this is asking me to confirm first. But we can change this. So what we want to do is we want to go back into our lead page and put the address of the thank you page that we want somebody to see. So let's do that right now. So here we are, back in lead pages, and let's create a thank you page very, very quickly. So again, the process is exactly the same. I'm going to look for if I click on templates, I'm going to click on thank you here. And let's just choose a nice thank you page. Here's a nice thank you page here. Let me click on this. And we'll see how the thank you page looks. Okay, so this is a very nice looking thank you page. We can of course customize this as much as we want, and we could even, if we wanted to, have a gentle sale. I quite often at my thank you pages will have a sale for something. So somebody's now signed up for some information. It doesn't do any harm to have a gentle sale. You will make some sales, maybe not that many, but you certainly will make some sales at your thank you page. And if you do it right, if you're paying for your traffic, often that sale on the thank you page will cover the cost of what you paid for your traffic. So straight away, you're not paying any money out of pocket for the traffic, and then you are still building a list of people that are interested in your subject matter. So let's save this page. Let's call this Chris Test Thank You. Let's save that. And of course we could configure this and add images and all that sort of good stuff. I'm going to save this. Okay, it's now saved. I'm now going to publish this. Let me publish this. So this is now online, and this page is now live on the web. Now if I grab this link up here of this thank you page, I could now go back into lead pages. And if I go back to my squeeze page that we were working on a few moments ago, now on my squeeze page, I can now tell my squeeze page when somebody signs up, I want them to be presented with this thank you page that we've just created. So let me do that. Let me edit the opt-in form. Let me click on thank you page, and now, boom, I can put my thank you page in here. If I click OK, I'm going to save that. And now when somebody opts in at this page, they will now see the thank you page that we've just created, and they will get added to our list in Aweber. Now, how long did that take us? We're at 28 minutes past the hour, and we've created a thank you page and a squeeze page straight away. And I've done this relatively quickly. You know, the copy, I haven't really worked on the copy. I'm doing this in real time. The image, you know, is probably not congruent to the niche. But are you seeing how it just looks beautiful, and how with minimal effort we can create beautiful looking pages? And I'm using lead pages all the time in my business because it just saves time. We don't have to have any design skills, any technical skills. It just makes our life an awful lot easier. I'm seeing some questions coming in. I will be answering the questions in about 15 minutes time or so, if that's okay. There's a few more things I want to show you as well. Let's go back into lead pages. So let's talk about publishing the lead page itself. So we can use the free hosting that comes with lead pages, and we're presented with our unique link for that particular page, and that's fine. Or if we want to, we can have it hosted on our own domain name. So rather than it saying chrisfarrell.leadpages.net / the name of the page, we could have it at, you know, chrisfarrellmembership.com / this is my page, or your domain name. To do that, we simply click on the WordPress tab at the top here, and we would download the files. We would download everything that we've just created in lead pages in a zipped folder, and then we would add it to our domain name. This is exactly what I did. Let me quickly show you here. Let me show you another web page here. This is a domain name of mine called chrisfarrellevents.com. And this is a page called webinar. So this is chrisfarrellevents.com / webinar. You might not be able to see it that clearly at the top of your screen, but that is what it says up here in the top left-hand corner, chrisfarrellevents.com / webinar. And look, it's a lead page that I created in lead pages, but instead of publishing and using the lead pages hosting, I downloaded the file and added it to my domain name, and boom, it's now online at my domain name. It doesn't really make much difference, really, from the functionality, and most people just use the free lead pages hosting. I just want you to know that you can put it at your own domain name if you want. Let me also show you, I knew this was going to happen. I've got so many tabs open now, I'm trying to remember where I am. This is also very, very cool. We can publish to Facebook. So let me click on the Facebook tab. Now all this means is we will add the page that we've just created to a tab at Facebook. So that means that as well as having our, in this case, squeeze page online, wherever, we're also going to have a second entry point into our list at Facebook. And then you could have traffic within Facebook directed back to that area of your fan page if you wanted. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to click Add to Facebook page here. And we do this in 4 clicks. It really is amazing. So the first click is choose the Facebook page. So this means choose your fan page. So I've got a few different fan pages here. Some of them are just test fan pages. But here's my main fan page at the moment called simply Chris Farrell. Let me click on that. Then let me click here. It says Add Page tab. Now we're automatically directed to my fan page. And look at this. How cool is this? The squeeze page, and it's been formatted. It's been shrunk so it fits within our fan page. So it's all Facebook compliant. But if I just, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Let me just go to a new browser so you can see what it looks like. Kind of clean, if you like. Let me type in. So what I'm doing now is I'm typing in my fan page address, which is facebook.com/this is Chris Farrell. And now at my fan page, and this is live, you'll see here in this little drop-down area, it says lead pages. Now, 2 things spring to mind straight away. Firstly, not that many people, I agree with you, if you're thinking this, are going to click on this drop-down, and they certainly aren't going to click on something that says lead pages, because that probably doesn't make sense. What we want to do is rename that and move it to the top here, so it's kind of easier to be seen. It's above the fold as it was. That's very easy to do. All we do quite simply is at our fan page, and this isn't a webinar about fan pages, but let me just show you. This will take 30 seconds. All we do is we click on Manage Tabs. I can now drag the lead pages title tab. If it's one of the first 4, it will appear at the top. I can also rename it. So let me rename it. Let me go to Edit Settings, and let's just call this Free Gift, for example. Click Save. Click OK. Now if I go back to my fan page, it should be, fingers crossed. Okay, well it renamed, but oh there we go. It has now appeared. Let me just make sure it appears at the top. Yes, so there we go. Just took a second. Look, now when somebody comes to my fan page, you've got the timeline, of course, that everybody has. You've got your photos. We've also got the free gift. For some reason it keeps jumping down a bit. Maybe I didn't save it, but we can put the free gift link at the top on our fan page. The point is, suddenly now we've got a really nice looking website on our fan page. And again, it works in exactly the same manner. Somebody clicks on download the report, they can opt in at your fan page and get added to your list. It's just incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible that these tools exist. So that's publishing on Facebook. So we've created a landing page and a thank you page. We've published them. We've customized them. We've added them to Facebook. We've done all this in 34 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Everything I'm showing you, by the way, is documented step by step within lead pages. So please don't worry if you're thinking, gosh, this looks good, but I don't know if I'd remember how to do this. It's very, very simple and step by step and is documented. Literally do this, do that within lead pages. Also, if you'd like the recording of what we are on right now, I will send this to you with pleasure. If perchance you happen to be a member of Chris Farrell membership as well, we do have 24/7 support inside the members area, so we can happily help you out with any questions you have in our forum there. Let me just quickly check, how are you feeling? How's everyone feeling? I am aware of time. I want to try and keep this. We are going to slightly overrun. Great, so Stephen. Another Stephen saying, can you download a lead page into your hosting and also your Facebook page? Yes, you can, Stephen. Inspired, says Barry. Great, says Shauna. Nice to have you here, Shauna. Okay, should we create another page very quickly? I would like to try and do 3 pages very quickly. I don't know why I keep saying very quickly. I just don't want to take up too much of your time. That's because this business doesn't need to take up that much time. And so many people will, tell you it takes months and years. It doesn't really need to. Okay, yes, I'm seeing lots of yeses. Let's create one more page. So let me go back into lead pages. This looks beautiful compared to my pages I used to have online when I started. This is just light years ahead. So let's go back into lead pages. And did I close the tab? Yes, I think I did accidentally. No problem. So let me log back in to Lead Pages. And this time, well, you tell me, should we create a webinar registration page like I showed you earlier, or should we create a sales page? You type into the questions what you'd like. Oh, I'm seeing about 50% of each actually. Please, Chris, webinar. Sales, please, webinar. Okay, well, let me very, very quickly show you both. So if we click on sales, here are all the sales pages. The sales pages here are absolutely breathtaking. They convert really highly, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. The challenge you're going to have is deciding which one to use, because they all convert well. But don't forget, we can sort them through conversion rates. Let's click on the number one testing sales page according to the conversion rate here, and it's this one here. So let's just, I don't even know what this one looks like. So let's just take a quick look at this together. And then we'll quickly look at a webinar page as well, because I'm seeing a few comments about webinar pages. Oh gosh, I saw this the other day. This has just been added, and it is amazing. I was even thinking of using this. I don't think anybody's using this at the moment. How gorgeous is this? Look at this, really nice, clean, simple sales page. Now I'm sure you've seen sales pages like this online, and you're thinking, gosh, that must take a few $1,000s to create. And I'll level with you. If you go to a designer, and I've done this many times, go to designers to get a page created like this, they will charge you $1,500 to $2,000. Lead Pages does it all for you. And I haven't even used this, but I would have thought the process is exactly the same. We can change the background image. Let's see if we can do that. Background image here. So let's quickly change the background image. And let's see what it looks like. Here's a picture I've got of a girl looking at a laptop. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. Obviously, the headline now kind of is slightly blocked out because of the image. So let's maybe change the image again. And it's a picture of me on my sofa here. Okay, so I could change the color of the headline. We would change all this copy. And again, I'm not going to do all this now because you see the process. You simply click on the component you want to change and type in your changes. That's it. So you need to really create your copy beforehand so you know what's going to go where. Anything you don't want, if I didn't want this little picture here, just click hide. Boom, it's gone. Want to change? How does it work? We click on the area and we just type in our copy here. It really is that simple. If we want to change this image, we click on options. We choose whichever image we want to include. Chris Farrell membership. Boom. Chris Farrell membership is there. You can see how you can create sales pages within a few minutes time. It's just incredible. Then once we name the page, Chris Sales Test. Let's save that. Let's save it. Come on, sales page, you can do it. Let's publish it. I mean, it really, when I first discovered Lead Pages, I could not believe what a time save this was. I still get so excited. It's so much fun creating these pages as well. So this page is now live at this site, at this domain name up here. It's live. We did it in a couple of minutes. Obviously, the copy, we haven't put our personal copy on it, but doesn't it just look nice? Now, all you would do is, if you were selling your own product, you put your link here to your product, or even better, if you're selling an affiliate product, you just put your affiliate link in here. Again, you do this, well, let me show you. Inside, let's choose where you would click. So here, click on options, and it says, what action would you like a visitor to do when they click? Go to a URL. So simply you put in here your affiliate link. http://www.amazon.com, let's say. Imagine that's my affiliate link for whatever product I'm wanting to promote. So there we go. Save that. Let's publish it again. Let's see how it now looks with our sales link included. Here we go. This is now live. So somebody sees this, you email this to your list, think that's good, yeah, I like this. Click here to register, they click here. Where do they get sent to? They get sent to, boom, Amazon.com. Isn't it just unbelievable? So that's the sales page. I'm going to very quickly show you, if I may, a webinar page as well, because the webinar pages. And if you've never hosted a webinar before, you might want to think about hosting webinars. Essentially, they're just like this. It's a conversation. And it's a great way to teach, it's a great way to engage, it's a great way to instruct, and it's a great way if you want to sell a product to sell as well. So again, within webinars, let's click on templates, and I really am going to do this very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's click on the webinar link itself. And we started this presentation with me showing you an example of a webinar. Look, here's the exact template that I used for this webinar, the exact template. Here it is, and there we go. Here's the webinar itself, the exact webinar. This has got a great little feature, a great little countdown as well. There's all these little cool features within Webpages. There's so much that I haven't even had time to tell you about. If I click on the little countdown area, so everything works the same. You click on the area you want to change, you get a thing that says options, you click on options and you can change it. So if I want to change the webinar to the 6th, click done. Now it will count down to the 6th. Boom, simple as that. And this is dynamic as well for different time zones. So it's very, very, very clever. So again, we would just change whatever area we want. I want to change this image to be a picture of me. This is again the exact webinar registration page I created. There we go. It's a picture that I don't want, so I can get rid of that. I can add and I can take away. There's Facebook comments that you can get rid of. That's it. Save, and everything is done. Isn't it just amazing how simple and clean and uncluttered it is? Now, let me just quickly check. How's everyone? How are you feeling? I just want to quickly look at the comments here. Okay, feeling good. Great. Another thing I want to share with you is the conversion rate. I did mention that one of the things that is amazing about lead pages is that these pages convert. And what I mean by that is people do take action. If somebody sees your page, it's more likely than not that they will take action. A normal conversion rate for any sort of opt-in page is, if you're getting 10%, that's good. Most lead pages convert between 30 to 70%. And so you're seeing this in real time. The webinar that you're on right now, converted at 44%. So 4.4 people that saw it out of every 10 signed up for this webinar. That's absolutely extraordinary. So the conversion rates are excellent. Now let me also, I want to show you one other thing as well that is very, very cool. Do you remember me telling you that these templates are mobile responsive? Let me just choose another template here. This is Jeff Walker, who you may know. He's a super nice chap. Here's a template that he created for his launch recently that we can now use in lead pages. One thing that's very, very cool is at the top left-hand corner, if we click on tablet, you kind of get to see how the page looks on an iPad. So you can see in real time how it would look. If you want to see how it looks on a phone, click on the phone tab. Look, it kind of shows you how it looks. So it kind of moves around a little bit. And we can scroll down and we can see how it looks on a phone, on a tablet, or on a desktop or a laptop. I'm seeing a few questions about the hosting element, saying, can you explain about, Chris, you said it could be hosted on your own domain if you want. Yes, it can be. I will come to that in a few moments' time. The main reason I've wanted to host this short presentation is to share with you how amazing this tool is. Let's get out of this page here. I want to share with you how amazing this tool is here, what a time saver it is, and how it can help you build your list and make sales quickly. Now, I've also got a special bonus for you that I think you're going to enjoy. I'm going to tell you more about the bonus in a few moments' time, and I'll come to your questions as well. I also want to share with you one other thing at the top here called lead links. Let me explain what lead links are. Again, this is just amazing. Lead links is something that is brand new to lead pages. It was only added a few months ago. It's one of the biggest things that they've added this year. Lead links is really useful if you already have an email list. Okay, so bear with me for a moment. If you already have an email list, lead links are great because imagine you have your list, doesn't matter the size of it, imagine it's 100 people on your list, and imagine you want to promote something. Imagine the webinar, for example, that we just created, the webinar registration page. So with lead links, what I would do is I would create a link, a lead link as they call them, and put that link in my email and send it to my list. And then when somebody clicks on that link, they are automatically registered for the webinar, directly. So they click on the link and they get sent direct to a thank you page if you want to create a thank you page. They do not get taken to the webinar registration page. Now, there's nothing wrong with sending somebody to a webinar registration page. That's what I did for you to come to this webinar. There's nothing wrong with that, but let's think about this as marketers. That is one more click that somebody has to take. They have to open the email from you. They have to click on a link and get taken to the registration page for the webinar, and then they have to click on a button to register. So, there's 3 or 4 clicks in that process, and the more clicks that anybody has to do as that increases, the less interactivity you're going to get. With a lead link, it eradicates all of that. You simply send a lead link out in an email, somebody clicks on it, and they are registered for your webinar. Boom, that's it. And then they'll get the webinar, thank you for signing up emails. It's absolutely incredible. So lead links, the more you get involved with lead pages, is something that I suspect you will probably be using eventually. It may be not right now, but I just want you to know this really helps increase conversions even more. A conversion rate of lead links is something insane like 70%, just because there's less for somebody to do. And in this time, short world that we all live, that can only be a good thing. So, what I want to do right now is, let me just recap why you need lead pages if you're serious about having a web business. And the reason that you need pages is, frankly, it will save you so much time. It's like having a $3,000 a month designer in your back pocket. I love using lead pages. If I want to do something, I'll quickly go into lead pages and it's done. It's fast and it's inexpensive. The pages have been market tested relentlessly to convert. That is absolutely key. It takes away the technical stress of having to have a web business. That's a huge positive. We don't have to worry about servers and uploading and creating and web pages and HTML. All that is taken away, and we can create and deploy web pages within minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, how much is lead pages? So let me just show you how much lead pages is. But just before I do, can I just say I do have a special bonus for you that I think you're going to love, and I'm going to tell you more about that in a few moments' time. So I've got something to give you as a bonus. I'll come back to that in a few seconds' time. Let's just quickly go to the web, and let's go to lead pages, and let me show you. Let me log out of my account, and let me just click a button here. And if we go to leadpages.net, well, I'm automatically being taken to the login page. Let's go to leadpages.net. And if we click on Get Lead Pages at the top here, and then on the right-hand side, if we click on month by month, so how much is lead pages, every month. By default, it's showing us per year, but month by month, this is what I want to show you. Okay, so lead pages, the standard monthly membership is $37 a month, which frankly is an insane deal. It saves so much time, allows us to create amazing looking web pages that convert, takes away all the technical challenges that most of us have, and it's $37 a month. It's unbelievable. Now, one thing I should just mention straight away is that $37 a month standard monthly membership does not contain lead links that I've just been showing you. The Pro monthly, which is $67 a month, does. Now that's what I'm on. I'm a paying member. I know the guys from Lead Pages, but I'm a paying customer, just like I should be. I'm never one of those people that tries to get anything for free. So I'm very happy to be a paying member. But this is what I'm on. I pay $67 a month, and pretty much run my entire business now using Lead Pages. It just saves so much money. So that's $67 a month. But you can save a huge 40% on this by purchasing the annual plan, if you want. And again, this is actually what I'm on. I'm on the annual plan for the Pro account. And on the right-hand side, if we click on annual billing here, so at the moment it's $67 a month. But if we purchase the annual plan, that reduces to $40 a month. And that does include lead links. And that's what I would recommend if you're interested in purchasing lead pages, you come on board at. You don't have to, of course, but that is personally what I would recommend. It's very inexpensive, and it's got all the benefits. You can see here a list of all the benefits. Unlimited landing pages. There's not a limit. Some softwares have a limit to how many pages you can create or how much traffic you can have. There's none of that here. It's unlimited number of pages, unlimited number of domains. You get all the templates, all the lead boxes. I'll come on to what lead boxes are in a few moments' time because I've seen a few questions about that. Works with WordPress. You can embed on any sites. You can do split testing with the Pro plan. You've got lead links as well. My advice would be, if you haven't got lead pages yet, come on board at the annual Pro plan and get your hands on this bonus that I want to mention as well. So let me talk about this bonus right now, because I think this might be something that hopefully you'll be interested in. So let me tell you about this this bonus, because lead pages is great at building lists. Lead pages is great for making sales. Lead pages is great for converting prospects into paying customers. It's really your shop window, and it's a beautiful looking shop window. It just looks classy. It's like the Selfridges windows in London. They just look beautiful. That's exactly what lead pages is. However, you need to get traffic to see the window in the first place. You need to get foot traffic to see the Selfridges window in the first place. So you need to get eyeballs to your lead pages first. Now, the number one source currently of fast and targeted traffic is Facebook ads, as I'm sure you know. The thing that is hugely powerful about Facebook traffic and Facebook ads is that you can switch it on instantly. And I mean instantly. You can run an ad, and within minutes, you can begin to see, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 5 visitors, and how well that ad is converting for you. For example, if your niche was, let's say, personal development, you could create an advert on Facebook and only show the ad to people who have actually said, we're interested in personal development, or we're interested in Tony Robbins or Jim Rohn or whomever. So this is targeted marketing. People are saying, I'm interested in this subject matter, and you're creating an advert that's only going to be shown to those people. That's why Facebook's share price is going through the roof. That's why it's doing so well as a business, because they've mastered, nobody else has ever done this, they've mastered targeted, that's the key word, targeted advertising. I'm sure you see a lot of adverts when you're on Facebook that you're quite interested in. That's because Facebook know your activity, and they're only servicing you ads that they know that you have an interest in that subject matter in. If your niche, for example, is strength training, you can make your ads on Facebook only appear to those that have said at one time or other that they're interested in strength training or muscle building. Not only on Facebook have they had to be interested, they might have been interested in another website, because other websites sell that information back to Facebook. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook ads done correctly is so powerful. The challenge, however, is of course knowing how to do all this. And it took me about 8 months or so to really understand Facebook advertising. A lot of people were saying it was quick and fast and simple, and I went through a lot of their training courses and they didn't explain things clearly, and it wasn't that simple. Now I do understand it, and I'm seeing great results, but it did take me a while. Now, a few months ago, I created a course called Understanding Facebook Ads that is available for members of Chris Farrell membership. So that's already there. If you're a member of Chris Farrell membership, you'll know that that course is already there within the members area. However, if you decide you want to grab a Lead Pages account because of watching this presentation on this webinar, I'm going to give you free access to this Facebook ads training. It's a 15-minute training course. It's a 15-video training course. It's about 2 hours in total, and it goes through everything to do with creating effective ads on Facebook. We talk about the two most important aspects of Facebook ads, which are the targeting that we just mentioned, making sure your ads are only seen by people that are already interested in whatever your ad is about, and the image itself. They're the two most important components of any Facebook campaign: good targeting and a good image. I'm going to show you how to get amazing images for free in this course. We're going to talk about placement. Where does your ad actually appear? Should it be in a news feed? Should it be on the right-hand side? What exactly does that mean? We're going to make sure that your ad only appears to those that are interested in whatever it is that your ad wants somebody to do. Now, if you're a member of Chris Farrell membership, you already have this course. So it's already there for your consuming, plus lots of other courses as well. If you're not a member of Chris Farrell membership, though, and you do decide to grab your Lead Pages account, I'm going to throw in this Facebook ads training as an extra bonus for you. Okay, just because I think it's going to help you out hugely, and I think you'll be amazed that Facebook advertising is not something that is complex when it's broken down and explained simply. So this is what you need to do to purchase Lead Pages and to get the Facebook ads bonus training. To get both, you need to go here, chrisfarrell.com/bonus. If you go direct to leadpages.net, then we won't know that you've come because of watching this webinar, and therefore I won't be able to give you the Facebook training. So if you want to get both Lead Pages and the Facebook training, then you need to go to Chris Farrell, 2 R's, 2 L's in Farrell.com/bonus. That will take you to Lead Pages, and then you can click on the button that you saw me do a few moments ago, the green button, Get Started with Lead Pages, and choose the plan that works for you, and then you are in. So just to recap, so we're clear. If you want to get your hands on Lead Pages, which I would highly recommend, remember it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. For whatever reason you're not happy with it, which I can't imagine in a million years you wouldn't be. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is you are totally covered. Plus, if you want to grab my course, my 15-video course about Facebook ads made simple, you can get both by going to chrisfarrell.com/bonus. That will take you to Lead Pages. Choose the plan that is best for you. I say I'm on the Pro plan, which I pay annually for, which works out at $40 a month. You could go for the $37 a month, month by month, if you want. It's really up to you. I'm already seeing a few questions about this bonus and how long will it last for. So that was what I wanted to come on to. This bonus, this Facebook Ads Made Simple course, will only last for this webinar or a few hours after this webinar. It's not indefinite. But I will be extending it to those that are not here live, because I know not everybody here is live and will be watching the recording. So you need to, if you want to take me up on this offer to grab Lead Pages and my Facebook ads training, you need to go to chrisfarrell.com/bonus, and that will be open for a few hours after this presentation, or for those that are watching the recording. So that's really what I wanted to share with you in this short presentation. Using Lead Pages to convert your traffic into your list to make sales has never been easier, because the pages are created by top-class designers. I mean, Lead Pages now have 100 employees. Can you believe that? They've only been going for 4 years. 100 employees. They've just had investment from Wall Street of $5 million. They are not going anywhere apart from up. They are investing in absolute killer designers to create beautiful templates that convert. That's what the company's name is, Lead Pages. They're building us leads. And as more and more businesses and companies realize that the key to any success is to have a list of people interested in whatever your subject matter is, we need to build those leads. That's what Lead Pages does. So the actual design element, the actual, the stickiness of a web page to allow those visitors to convert into leads and then into customers, Lead Pages take care of all of that for us. We then have to get the eyeballs to our lead page, the traffic, and that's where Facebook Ads Made Simple comes in. You can get both of these right now by going to chrisfarrell.com/bonus. Okay, how are we for time? I had a feeling we were going to slightly overrun. We have slightly overrun. We're at 58 minutes past. I do apologize. So I am going to run through some questions for about 10 minutes or so. If perchance I don't get to answer your question, you can email me direct. This is my personal email at any time, and I will get back to you. It may take me 24, 48 hours, but I will get back to you. My personal email is chris@chrisfarrell.com. Chris@chrisfarrell, 2 R's, 2 L's, .com. But let me quickly look at some of the questions here. So Hannah is asking, what is the Lead Pages marketplace? Well, that's a great question, Hannah. I didn't even mention that. Inside Lead Pages, there's tons of templates for free. In fact, let me show you very, very quickly. There's tons of templates for free inside Lead Pages, but if we want to, they've recently started something called their marketplace, where designers design their own templates. Lead Pages then, make sure that they come up to their quality level. And if they do, oops, didn't want to do that, we can then purchase additional templates. And they're very, very inexpensive. They're like $7 or something, but they are amazing. So let me show you where that is. And this is quite new. So here we go, Marketplace. If I click on Marketplace. So I don't know, I'm only seeing 2 at the moment. That's a bit odd. Normally there's lots in here. Templates. Okay, I'm not too sure why, but normally there are lots. Let me quickly log out again. and see whether there's maybe a tiny little bit of a glitch or something. But in the marketplace, there's normally lots of templates that have been designed by other designers that, as I say, come up to the quality control that Webpages are looking for, and we can purchase these templates. Yeah, it's odd. Don't understand why I can't see them all. But why can I not see them? Oh, it's a shame. I wanted to show you them. They are beautiful. Okay, maybe there's just a little internet gremlin right now. Yes, because these are actually two templates that I've purchased. It's not showing me ones that are available to purchase. Okay, I'm not too sure why I can't see them, but just please know that within the marketplace area, you can purchase additional templates. You can even request for a certain template to be made, and they'll do it for you, and you can buy it for like $7. I mean, it's just an unbelievable deal. So that's what the marketplace is. Good question, though, Hannah. David in Connecticut says, I've just come on board. Oh, great, David. That's great to hear. What are lead boxes? You mentioned lead boxes. David, lead boxes. Okay, lead boxes are, if you have a website and you want to create any element of that website into being an opt-in area, you can. In fact, let me show you again. Let me go to a page on my blog. So here's a page on my blog. Here's an article I wrote recently. So here's just an article about it's just about something I try and do every day, which is spend 60 minutes learning. But that's not the point. The point is here on the right-hand side, you see you've got this big image of me here that says, never miss another blog post. Want more helpful tips like this? Sign up for free. Now, if I click on this, David, look what happens. Boom! This appears. This box appears kind of over my blog. And this is a lead box. And you can put these anywhere. So if you have a blog, if you have an article, you can even do it on other people's blogs. Obviously, you'd have to get their permission and ask them to do it, but you could put a link, and if somebody clicks on that, then this box would appear on their site, and if somebody signs up, they get added to your list. So I use lead boxes a lot because they just look great. Because rather than seeing an opt-in form, in fact, at Chris Farrell membership, let me show you my main squeeze page. So at Chris Farrell membership, before somebody becomes a member, but just at the main landing page, here, there's a lead box here. Give me more info. So if we click on this, boom, look. You might have seen a lot of these online. These are beginning to appear all over the place. This is a lead box. And this is Webpages allow us to create this. And it's very, very simple. All you would do is you would create your page first. So here's my page, my lead page. And then when this button is in Webpages, you'd say, I want this to be a lead box. And then you design the lead box, and then it appears like this, and the person gets added to your list. The good thing about this is it takes away somebody seeing an area to put in your name and email address. And I think we're so used to seeing that. They're not as effective as they used to be. But now when there's this two-step, you get a higher conversion rate because somebody is interested. So they click on Give Me More Info. So they've already, subconsciously taken some sort of action. They've clicked, and they're much more likely now to sign up and join your list. So that's what lead boxes is. And that comes with Webpages. So that's included whatever level you come in at. I'm being asked a few questions about how do we get the bonus, the Facebook ads. chrisfarrell.com/bonus is the bonus. This is if you haven't already got Facebook ads made simple. If you are a member of Chris Farrell membership, then you already have access to this. So I'm afraid that the bonus is for in that case isn't really going to benefit you because you already have access to it. But I wanted to make it available just this course. It's not other content in Chris Farrell membership, just this course for those that might not be members, because I think it really will help you start to build your list using Webpages. I didn't want to try and sound as if I'm trying to get you to join Chris Farrell membership as well. So chrisfarrell.com/bonus is where you need to go to if you want to get this deal. Right. Amy saying this is great information. Thank you very much. Thank you, Amy. Betty saying, in the marketplace, you only had purchased chosen. Yes, Betty, I saw that. I think I did try and click on show all. I'll do that again in a moment, Betty. Thank you for noticing. I'm not sure why I couldn't see. In fact, let's try one more time, Betty. Betty's saying about the marketplace, because I would like to show you these marketplace templates. I can't work out why. So here's the marketplace. Oh, Betty, well done. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. I have purchase checked here. My apologies. Now check this out. Betty, I do appreciate you noticing that. You see, girls, so much smarter than us guys. If I click on all, now, hopefully, we'll see all the marketplace templates that are available. Good on you, Betty, says Barry. Oh, Betty, you're fabulous. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I wanted to show you. So, and David, I appreciate you. Oh, sorry, Hannah, I appreciate you asking this question. So these are additional templates that we would have to buy, admittedly, because they're in the marketplace, but these are by other designers. But they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they're like $7 each. I mean, $7. It's like a price of a cup of coffee. Look at this webinar sign-up page here. It's beautiful. Or, I mean, just look at, in fact, as I look at these now, I'm just thinking, gosh, I really want to use some of these myself. Look at this one here. This $12 for this template. $12. This would take, 5 months for someone like me to create. Look at this. Absolutely breathtaking. All customizable, of course. Let's just look at one more very quickly. Because I get a bit geeky about really nice kind of design like this, because it's so kind of nice just to look at. Purchase, let me click on all. I'm seeing some more questions come in, so I will get back to the questions in 2 seconds' time. chrisfarrell.com/bonus, by the way, is where you want to go. And this bonus is only going to be lasting for this webinar and about an hour afterwards. Look at these beautiful squeeze pages. I mean, look, it's just gorgeous. And I haven't seen anybody online using these. Oh my goodness, I mean, these are really breathtaking, aren't they? Absolutely breathtaking. Look at that, $9. And it would work in exactly the same way. You just click on the element you want to customize, and boom, that's it. Oh, I think these are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so thank you, Betty, for spotting that. I appreciate that. Good on you, Betty. Stephen is asking a great question. Stephen is saying, are these purchasable templates also customizable? Absolutely, Stephen. They are lead paged eyes, so they're exactly the same. Yes, most definitely. And they are amazing. Okay. Thank you, Chris, for the excellent webinar. Thank you, Roy. It looked like when you're in the marketplace. Oh, Roy, you're saying what Betty said. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Frederick, thank you for your nice comments. Okay, I'm seeing a few comments saying, could you type into the chat the link? Yes, let me do that. If you look in your chat on your computer right now, I'll also type in the link if you want to grab lead pages and this bonus. Kunal is asking a great question. He says, Chris, do you have to use the lead pages hosting? No, Kunal, you don't have to at all. It will obviously save you money because you don't have to purchase hosting somewhere else, and you don't have to purchase a domain name. Kunal is also saying, what happens if I want to use my own domain name? Well, you can, Kunal. Do you remember me showing you an example of Chris Farrell Events /webinar? That's exactly what I've done. I do have my own domain for some lead pages that I do just want to be on my own domain just because really, there's no particular reason. So all you would do is when you go to the publish button, you get various options. You can use the lead pages free hosting. They, by the way, use the same service as Google, so they always have 100% uptime. Or you can download the lead page to your computer and then upload it to your domain name in your WordPress dashboard. You'll need to understand how WordPress works, which is not complex, but yes, you certainly can do that, Canal. Keith is saying, Chris, I'm getting pretty good results with Facebook ads now. Nice one, Keith. Do I need your training? Gosh, Keith, probably not then. If you're getting good results, probably not. Because in my training, Facebook Ads Made Simple, I explain essentially how the Ads Manager works. We don't really dig into the Power Editor that much because that's such a separate beast of its own. But you can, as you know, you can run a campaign very successfully just using Ads Manager. So I go through the Ads Manager, how that works. I go through ad sets, ads, campaigns, placements, conversions, getting images, and targeting and interest and behaviors. So that's really what we cover in the Facebook training. And if you're getting good results, Keith, you probably know all of that anyway. By the way, please don't be put off by thinking, gosh, that sounds quite complex, Chris. It really isn't. It's 15 videos. It's about 2 hours, and it will break it down step by step. And I think you'll really enjoy it as well. And it's still so new to everybody. That's the thing. I was at a talk at a party, actually, a couple of days ago, and there were lots of marketers there from big businesses, and I was talking about Facebook ads. And these are big, multi-million-dollar companies. And I was explaining just the basics of Facebook advertising, which is what I cover in Facebook Ads Made Simple, and none of them knew that could be done. I'm not trying to big me up here. What I am trying to say is just the very fact that you are even interested in learning this puts you ahead of 99% of others. Don't be fooled by thinking every company has got Facebook ads mastered. It's still so new to everybody. I'm still learning every day little things to do in Facebook ads. So I would think you would really enjoy what you'll see in this course, Facebook Ads Made Simple, and you can grab it, for free. It's a free bonus by going to chrisfarrell.com/bonus. Okay. Do you know what? I forgot to mention one thing. Yes, forgive me, I forgot to mention this. So how to actually get your bonus. Once you purchase lead pages, how do you actually get the Facebook ads bonus? Very, very simple. I need you to email me and let me know that you purchased lead pages. As simple as that. So forgive me, I forgot to mention that. So let me just make sure we're clear about this. If you want to grab this bonus course, it's yours once you purchase lead pages by going to chrisfarrell.com/bonus. So once you purchase lead pages, you will get emailed from lead pages your your order number, all that sort of good stuff. Either forward us that email, or if you don't want to, just forward us your order number, because we just need to make sure, I'm sure you wouldn't do this anyway, but we just want to make sure that this bonus is only going out to people that have purchased lead pages, of course. So if you forward us the email you receive from lead pages, that'd be the easiest thing to do. Just forward it to help@chrisfarrellsupport.com, help@chrisfarrellsupport.com. You might just want to make a note of that if you're purchasing lead pages through the link chrisfarrell.com/bonus. Once you get your details, forward us that email from lead pages, or just send an email to help@chrisfarrellsupport.com with your order number, and then we will reply to you with a private link to this Facebook ads training. That's just to make sure that it doesn't get shared everywhere online for free. So if you are purchasing, help@chrisfarrellsupport.com is where to email us your lead pages reference number. Let's take two more questions, ladies and gentlemen. Chris, are you a paying customer of lead pages? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, let's not count that as a question then. So let's take Aurora saying, Chris, which lead pages pricing plan do you recommend? I recommend the annual at the Pro annual, which works out at $40 a month. That's what I personally am on. I pay every year for the 40% discount. Works out at $40 a month. That's what I would recommend at Aurora. And one more question. Let me just scroll. Excuse me. Let me just see. Dave is saying, Chris, make the Facebook ad course a purchase only after this webinar and give us a chance to become an affiliate. Yes, we could do that, Dave. That's true. We could do that. The key to any successful web business, ladies and gentlemen, is to have a list and to engage with your list. At the end of the day, you will have to sell something. You have to get comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with selling something, then this business probably isn't for you. It took me a long time to get comfortable selling. And the only reason I got comfortable was when I was promoting products that were good, that I knew worked. I'm very comfortable selling lead pages here in this presentation because it is excellent. It saves you time. This is not just about me trying to sell lead pages to get a bit of a commission from lead pages. This is about really helping speed up your online business. And this is exactly what you will be doing. You will be building a list and you'll be promoting products that help you to your list. That's exactly how this web business works. Do you need to know the? Okay, final question. Good question here. Do you need to know the? You have to excuse me 2 seconds. Excuse me. Do you need to know the Power Editor to be successful with Facebook ads? It says Clementine. What a beautiful name. Short answer is no. You don't need to know the Power Editor to be successful with Facebook ads. There's two ways of running Facebook ads, through what's known as the Ads Manager and something called the Power Editor. The Power Editor certainly does have extra features. It has things that the Ads Manager doesn't have, although there are rumors that eventually the Ads Manager is going to have everything. The rumors are that Facebook release stuff in the Power Editor first to test it and then roll it out into the Ads Manager. But the short answer is, Clementine, no, you don't. You can do everything within the Ads Manager. There are a few things known as dark posts, but I don't want to get too technical, that are exclusive to Power Editor. We're not going to worry about that too much for now. But you can certainly have a successful Facebook advertising campaign just using Ads Manager. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So let's wrap up. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy Lead Pages. I think you will. Don't forget, you're totally covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee if you decide it's not for you. I think you'll just find it such a joy and it's so effortless to create beautiful pages when you are in your Lead Pages account. And if you want to grab yours and this bonus, chrisfarrell.com/bonus is the place to go. Right. Thank you very much for your time. I am going to go and make a coffee. I haven't had a coffee for today yet, and I'm missing my coffee. I'm really into bulletproof coffee. Have you heard of bulletproof coffee? It's kind of been around for a few years. It sounds awful. You have coffee with butter. It sounds terrible, doesn't it? It's really, really delicious. So I'm going to go make a cup of bulletproof coffee. And thank you very much for your time. I will let you get back to your day, your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for your time. It's always a pleasure spending this time with you, and speak with you again very soon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All the best. See you. Bye-bye.